Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Desperados of Vancouver taking on the Bisons of Brooklyn.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They run with a second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Gino on first down.
He'll get that to Charbonnet.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
When you look at this defense,
they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Out of the gun, Smith.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing now is Gino. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
From the gun, it's Walker.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Gino now to throw. Touchdown! Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Desperados put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Throwing Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now a give coming right is Breida. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bisons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears...
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Smith. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense. And now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Take it to the crib, baby. Get ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On first down, here's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Myers' kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. A run between the tackles with Breida. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Breida. They'll go up the middle. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Check down to Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Gino. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Smith on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Again, Smith. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Second and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Smith throwing again. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Will Disley as the first half is winding down. And the Desperados have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 8.
Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here's Walker.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Again, Walker.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Desperados are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
What took you so long?
Jason Player is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cadence, lock in the cadence, lock in the cadence.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Looking to throw. Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trenton Simpson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a give running left is Breida. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to...
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Second and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Throw right side, caught by Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Smith. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! Darren Waller, 74 yards. And the Bisons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Gino. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
And the Vancouver's 1st down.
Throwing again is Smith.
Right back to Davis. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Gino now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett from 6 yards away. And the Desperados are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going. And my goodness, another interception. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 96 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run. Give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Let's go. Take it to the house. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now Jones. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off play action, Jones. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my passions. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mansions. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K or cause it is 10 gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head downstairs to be like, see the car going ahead to be like. So I step downstairs to be like, ooh yeah. See the car going ahead to be like, ooh yeah. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving,